All right, so we're on our way to the gym. Only about 10 minutes away, so I'm gonna dry scoop this because I don't feel like mixing it up, but I hate this shit. I'm only doing half a scoop because I already got palpitations and I can't afford to die of a heart attack while working out. So here we go. God, not that bad. But so today we're gonna work on shoulders, upper chest, and some triceps. I always like to include shoulders. Let me put my seatbelt on just in case, because I don't want you guys to see me get in an accident and fucking die on camera. I always like to include upper chest with shoulders just because I feel like my shoulders are so they just grow so easy. They're more dominant than my chest. So I always like to include like a second day for chest to try to get that focus on the upper shelf, because my front delts like take over everything for my chest. So it's like any pressing movement, I have to really kind of, what I had to learn is I have to lower the weight. I wanted to go in there and just throw shit around, lift as heavy and fast as possible. But as you get older, you'll understand that like lowering the weight and actually trying to feel that muscle work is the way to do it. I'm not saying there could be times where you just want to go in there and throw some shit around, but you can do that. But for me, it's just overdeveloped shoulders, dude. I'm all shoulders. So when if you ever see me, you're just like, damn, that dude's got shoulders and nothing else. So let me get some chapstick, dude. Jesus, dude. Chapstick on some lips. I don't even have lips. I barely even have a fucking mouth. So I don't even know what I'm putting chapstick on, but yeah, we're gonna go do some shoulders, upper chest, some tricep work, and then the following day is gonna be density day, where it's more focused on lumbar shit like stiff leg deadlifts, because I found those are more they're better for my erectors and my lower back, and they're not as hard on my CNS, and they don't wipe me out as easy. But shoulders is one of those things I'm always, I always say, like, because as somebody who's got bad shoulders, like I've been there through all the shit. I've been in the military. You have to warm your shoulders up properly. So I'll probably take about 5 minutes or so to just kind of do some band extensions, warm up the shoulders, and then always start with some sort of lateral raise to kind of get the blood in that muscle. But it's just, I've learned a lot through these 10 years or so I've been working out, and it took me a while to realize that as you do get older, like, you have to take that appropriate time to start warming up, or you will snap some shit like I did. Like, my rotator cuff on this side is just fucked. So I got to take that time to kind of warm up. Then we'll get into the movements and kind of show you. I typically like to do 2 sets per body part. So I'll do warm-up sets working up to that working weight, where I'm only doing a couple reps. I don't waste any energy on warm-up sets because I like to save all that energy for those 2 all-out sets to failure. And I'll typically only do like 6 total sets, working sets of shoulders. But I like to save that energy for those last 2 sets, go all out, then on to the next exercise. But I'm telling you, man, like me, I waited so long to do this type of stuff, whether it's videos or just kind of showing my personality. So if you're interested in doing this type of, whether it's fitness, whatever it is, man, don't be like me and wait, time and time again, like, oh, for the perfect time, there is no fucking perfect time, bro. There is no right time, or there's nothing. Like, you just got to do it, and just put it out there, because over time you're going to get better, more comfortable in front of the camera, more comfortable with what you're doing, what you're saying. Because at first it is weird, it's awkward talking to yourself. Like, I don't just sit there and, well, I do talk to myself in the mirror, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you just don't sit there on a normal basis unless you're, have split personality disorder, and just talk to yourself all day. So, my biggest takeaway, like, to people that are younger or just do want to chase something in their life, just go after it, man. Like, just do it, and don't worry about what people think. Don't worry what people say, because when you do look back years from now, you're gonna understand that it's all worth it in the end. Because it's like, I think we live in a time where it's like everybody's so judgmental and so like quick to put people down for what they want to do, that sometimes, like, if you're a critical person or you're a person who overthinks a lot, you have a tendency to, like, as much as you say you don't care what other people think, it's still in the back of your head, and you'll just put shit off. You know what I mean? And you'll just keep putting it off and putting it off. And like me, I'm like, oh, I'll do it. Next time I go to the gym, I'll do it. I don't want to be that guy recording. I don't want to be that guy doing this, and that. But if you have a passion, man, you got to do it. I mean, other people are doing it, and you see other people doing it. So just whatever you love to do, man, just don't be like me and waste years of your life, waiting for the perfect time or whenever it feels right, because that shit just doesn't exist. It's either you do or you don't. And hopefully this is a start of something fresh that I can do, and just include, just see personality, get to know me, and just kind of bring in more personable aspect of it, instead of, oh, here's me doing this workout, or here's me doing this set. I like having these little talks and having these little conversations, because I'm a deep thinker. So like having these little conversations like this kind of helps me vent, and also helps me get shit off my chest, you know what I mean? So, I just know from my personal experience, I know everybody's experience and everybody's life is different, but the one thing in common is, like, I loved music for a long time. I've loved, all these things for a long time, but I would do them partially, but I would never give anything 100%. And like, all you're doing is shortchanging yourself and shortchanging your gifts that you were given by God or whatever you believe in. You're shortchanging yourself, man, because the difference between people that make it and don't make it is the fact that others don't give up. Yeah, there's other variables, like, some people may have connections, or they may have certain aspects in their life to help them get there, but at the same time, it's just about doing something and consistently doing it, and that consistency builds into, like, your end goal. So, I don't want to be all preachy and shit, but I just feel like there's a lot of shit that I've learned through my lifetime that I could share with people, and like my trials and tribulations of like suffering with PTSD from the Marines, and like going through all these mental battles, depression, and like these up and down things that I feel like are so prominent in like society now, that I feel like I could be a beacon to help people out, because it took me forever to get this comfortability to be able to like be on camera, because I may not seem shy when I'm in person, but like deep down I'm like a more reserved person. So yeah, man, like as this goes on, I want to dive deeper into like the pitfalls that I went through and the troubles that I went through, because I'm not fucking perfect, man. I've made hundreds of mistakes in my life, ruined hundreds of opportunities, all because of overthinking, bro. All because of overthinking. And it's crazy, because it's not that you don't have good intentions or you don't have good you don't mean good. It's just that sometimes your mind gets in the way of what you want to do, and you gotta say fuck that shit. Okay, so we're here. I'm gonna start off warming up shoulders. We're gonna get these babies fucking right, and then tap back in. All right.
I like to stay alone to keep my head from exploding. People call me crazy, well, they're just hoping